Welcome, one and all, for all is one. Limelight in the twilight, joyous and safe. Samhain, Halloween, whatever you call it. It's a collective message. Okay. I got a couple announcements. I'm going to give away some tarot decks. Okay. You can have your choice of Oracle, Tarot, or I Ching. If you want to enter it, you got to go to my site and click on the post tab and read how I'm going to pick who I enter. Very simple, okay? Totally free, delivery included, okay? The other message is I spent the better part of all last night. I stayed up all night long and prepared a 15-minute message. If you're called to see it after this message, okay, check it out. I'll attach it. If for some reason it's not attached, it's the reading right before this one. And it posted today, okay? So it's a little different. I don't have all the tarot decks turned over, if you notice, okay? We do have a message from Spirit, but once I turned over 3 decks, I had 3 wheels. So something told me, hey, that's enough. I had already turned over this one here. Okay, this is Toltedo, the Crowley Tarot. Okay, but once I had turned these over, I stopped and I wanted to make it a little quicker on the intro message, okay, so that I could get into as many tarot spreads as I could. That's why there's so many tarot decks, okay? But I'll bring out the oracle cards first, and then we'll utilize the tarot for the past, present, and future. I'm going to read this wheel right here. It's called Wheel of the Year. I'm going to read that first. Bear with me. I should have already had it open. There we go. Okay, Wheel of the Year. And I actually chose this card, okay, because, well, you'll see why. A fearless green dragon mounts a wheel with her tail wrapped around its stone perimeter. It would appear that she is turning it. 8 spokes fan out from a central pentagram, and at the tip of each is a symbol representing the Shabbats. As the wheel turns, so does the year, and each of these 8 holidays is commemorated, beginning at Samhain, the pumpkin, this evening. And then they proceed forward from there, okay. Nature buds and sheds its leaves through the Yule, and it's the mistletoe. You can't really see it there. So through Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Litha, Lugnastat, and then Mabon, which would bring us back to the equinox. This is the equinoxes and the solstices and the quarter positions on the wheel, okay? The Wheel of the Year is a card of cycles. Can you see it? There we go. Throughout the seasons, things sprout, grow, and then they wither and die. This is the fact of life, and we must allow it to flow naturally without resistance or interruption. If you have this card, you are being reminded that life is all about change. There is often many changes in life that we are incapable of preventing. Not all these will be life altering, and while some will be feared, others will be welcome. And I'll stop there. There's a lot more. Underneath that, we have the Phoenix Rising. So with these three wheels, I was trying to, even before the reading, which I never do, put some type of interpretation to this meaning. And really the only thing I could get to was on the traditional, there's three figures on the wheel. Okay. For some reason, there's only two on this one. But usually there's a Sphinx here, and then we have Set here, and then Hermanubis over here. And the wheel, she's constantly turning, right? So the velocity of this spins us around. The trick to the wheel is to be at the center hub, okay? To remove yourself from the velocity of force, okay? Because nobody wants to be down here where the rubber meets the road. Everybody wants to be on top, right? There's a gnat flying around. I think I had some fruit out all day that I don't know, somehow got a gnat. It's one gnat. Anyway, so the wheel's constantly turning, okay, and you know, everybody wants to be on top of it, but we're in the flow, okay? So the trick is to keep it moving, but stay at the center, okay, so that your wave doesn't go like this, okay? It goes more like that, all right? Seven of Pentacles underneath that, okay? The past and recent past, something substantial happened. We'll get into that in a moment. I should have read the spirit message first. I'm a little sleep deprived at the moment. I stayed up all night and created the reading I'm going to attach to this one, okay? That is only 15 minutes long, and if you're called to it, that's really my Halloween reading. So if you're called to check it out, the gnat's trying to stop me from getting this message out. Amongst other things that have happened over the last 2 or 3 hours. When a door doesn't open, Spirit says, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You're being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. We just talked about that. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Thanks, Spirit, for the message and alignment with the energy. And usually I always read that first, but as you see, we're in alignment with the energy, okay? And, sometimes we stay too long in relationships, jobs, situations, in people's lives, or allowing them in our lives, right? And we go down a path so far that, we really don't want it to end, because we had already invested so much into it. But understand, there's no coincidence, and doors close for a reason, right? So it's not really a failure, okay? Because we still learned the lessons on the path when the door closed, okay? And it's not a failure because it's just redirection, okay? And if something that we want, either in a person or an experience or an event or an object, okay, If that door closes, it just, and we're unable to bring it in, it's not a failure. It's just, you know, perhaps it's protection. Yeah. On the die is number 11. 1111 could be significant to you. It's a 2 and it's a 1. And uh, it can also indicate, you know, a long-term connection with somebody, or even an opportunity or a job or something. But in a connection, meaning long-term, up to and including marriage. Okay. So the wheels, we're one of these archetypes on the wheel. Okay. Which one do you want to be? And there's going to, with 2 other people, including yourself, you're going to know out of, all the people that you come in contact with, of somebody being in each position, probably, I would imagine, by the, beginning of the week. Be safe out there, okay? Go have a good time, and, just have keen discernment, okay? The veil is thin right now. There's a lot of dynamics in the energy. Have keen discernment and awareness, okay? Not what some would call paranoia. Just be alert and aware, okay? And, whatever you engage in, okay, have a time frame of it, whatever that is for you, okay, to where it's all things in moderation. So you could have clarity upon what I'm saying, okay? The Ace of Swords represents potentiality and consciousness, okay? All potentiality. So your consciousness, your vibration and frequency could be effective to others, see? Or there may be others of you that are affected over this time period by another's consciousness. We have the art card underneath that, the alchemical process. Jehuti Thoth, number 12 card in the Egyptian oracle. Hermes, Thoth, Jehuti, Mercury. It's the same archetype. And not only that, there's 2 pages of epithets that I found for this archetype. The scribe of the gods, yeah, keeper of the way, the great initiator. Atlantean, priest king, instrumental in after the deluge of being the keeper of wisdom and records, and preserving that to bring humanity back up after the flood, after the deluge. Okay. Prior to the young Andreas, around 12,000 years ago. Okay. My stat brain's kind of turned off right now. Okay. So I'm just giving general specifics. If you're like, no, Chris, it's 11,800 years. That's not. I'm just going to give generals, okay? So that's the initial part of the general message. All right, I'm going to bring out the oracle cards first, and then we'll utilize the tarot. I'm going to do several different spreads, and I'll move them quick to get several messages, and I'll let you guys get up out of here. Hopefully, by the time you see this, you're already have went and did whatever you were going to do. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I didn't mention these two oracles. Okay, there's the number 13 card with challenge in my dragon oracle. Okay, standing up for your rights. He's like, I see you over there on your sphere, you know, this is me right here, you know, like, yeah, do you, I'm going to do me. And the Owlin, okay, in one of the vampire decks, I think it's called, I'm not sure. Wisdom as light as a feather, number 39, it's a 12. Okay. So your wisdom, you could have, you know, with the owl here, great wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that having it being light, okay, it's in places, and you know, you got it categorized, and you have those remembrance cues to recall that information with recollection. Okay, it's actually called memory palaces. If you're interested in that, you can look it up. There's a couple of really good guys out there. I can't think of their names right now. Kind of, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Let's get into it. We'll start with Krampus. Krampus, what's the message for the collective? Thank you. Krampus was ready. Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, she creates her own world and lives in it quite well, I might add. It kind of looks like a mirror. Reflection, you know, Krampus visits naughty children, okay? The artwork was actually greeting cards, okay? In the mid 1800s, greeting cards for Christmas, okay? We had Saint Nick and we also had Krampus. Ace of Hearts on the bottom of the deck. That would be another Ace of Cups. So we've seen the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups already. Okay. All potentiality and emotion and feeling and love and all that. Oh, Egyptian Oracle. Oh, what's the message? Divine Spirit, Great Light of the All. What's the message? Thank you. Kansu. Hermitage, number 20. There's Thoth again right there. Okay. You could be gaining some enlightenment, maybe going and, you know, hermit and shining your light, okay, and giving that back. As you see, he holds the whip and the flail, or the flail and the crux, the shepherd hook, and the sun and the moon. So you could be gaining knowledge on that astrological information. Look who's on the bottom of the deck. Thoth. Jehuti. I'm being called to pull another one of these. Actually, let's pull one for each, the past, present, and future. Okay. Nuit. Hadit. Hadit Nut. This is Geb. Shu is the air in between. Geb is the earth below. Nut is wisdom and truth, yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull one more for what's coming in over the next week or two. Pardon my pauses and delay. Anubis. What's up, Anubis? Got Emmett sitting there patiently as he weighs the feather of Ma'at against hearts and the halls of death and the halls of life, and there's Thoth again in the baboon form. Yeah, man. Anubis might be significant to you, with Anubis showing up in my little makeshift thing I made here for Halloween. It'll be gone tomorrow, okay? My camera shut off for some reason. Thing I was looking, I kind of heard the little beep. I got my earphones on, but I heard the beep. I capitalized on that moment, take the opportunity to put in man, Terracotta Army. Yeah. You might have seen that before, and they found hundreds of them underground. The Terracotta Army. Very lifelike. Mermaid in the Koi Pond, 41. Rediscovery your individuality, becoming the dragon. Sequential numbers could be significant to you, okay? 38, 39, 40, and 41. So an example would be 1, 2, 3, 4 in any order, like on the clock. Sacred beetle armor. You have a mighty shield. Reminds me of the scarab. It also kind of looks like a death head moth. Either could be significant to you. Dragons as well could be significant to you. Little brother, little sister on the bottom of the deck. Siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. Maybe you had to take some kids trick-or-treating, okay? Or younger family members or friends. Took a bunch of kids out trick-or-treating. So whatever this great challenge is, okay, I think it's, telling you that there's an upcoming challenge, or there could be one that you face over this weekend. Dragon Oracle, what's the message for the collective tarot community? Dragon, Divine Feminine. Thank you. This card reminds me of the Gemini card, okay, with choice. Number 9. Understanding consequences. Yeah, if I do this, this could happen. If I do that, that could happen. If I don't, either way, whatever, okay, we all have free will choice. Just like my truth may not be your truth, and, your understanding may not be mine, but we do have a lot of carryover, okay, that kind of meshes together as well. One of the spirit cards on the bottom of the deck, inspiration with the number 3. Hopefully this time the veil thinning is inspirational to you, that you get some inspiration either from my message or what you experience over this weekend. Okay, is that it for the oracles? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick Celtic cross, and then I'll pull those up, and we'll do the past, present, and future, and I'll let you guys get out of here. I don't want to keep it too long, because perhaps once I get to the first card, then I just peel them off. But perhaps you guys want to watch other stuff or do other things besides, see 45 minutes on mine and, whatever. Four of Wands, getting to the other side of something. As you see, he's arrived at a place. He's got to the other side of this body of water and arrived, and it's a celebration as well, okay? It can also indicate long-term relationship up to and including marriage. It's the 1111 card, right? We've seen that on the die. Yeah? What's crossing you, okay? This is either hindrance or help, okay, is the Justice card. Typically when this shows up in a reading, it means, either Libran energy or whatever's getting ready to occur, come in for you. You deserve it, okay? Whatever it is. Whatever you've been working on, a person, an opportunity, getting a lucky break, getting a break that, you weren't expecting, you deserve it, okay? You deserve it. Okay, what's at the root of it, Spirit? King of Pentacles, okay? Earth energy. You could be an earth sign, you don't have to be. But there's stability in finances, okay? Yeah, I mean, you may not have all you want and more, but you got plenty enough to take care of what you need. Goats or deer could be significant to you. Recent past energy, Seven of Wands. Yeah, a lot coming up against you, okay? Perhaps to reach this, getting on the other side of something, or perhaps this union or celebration, either with friends, family, a love interest, a romance, or perhaps you're already in a relationship, okay? Maybe it took a lot to get to this point, is why you deserve it, because of all this coming up against you in the past. But understand you held the higher ground and was able to come up out of it. Crowning the message is whatever this new endeavor or this new level is, okay, go slow with the slowest knight in the deck. What's coming in, Spirit? Queen of Swords, air energy. Could be a Libra or Aquarius. Or you could just have clarity upon what I'm saying. See why I say Aquarius, even though this is the Libran power card? Look at her. She's holding the urn of pouring out the waters, okay, that we see in what do I got? Do I got it here? I don't know where it's at. But anyway, you see in the Aquarian symbol, the pouring of the water, okay, that's the waters above. It's pouring out knowledge, consciousness. That's why as we enter this age of Aquarius, we're raising that consciousness. It's from the pouring, okay? The mem, the Hebrew letter. Memory, consciousness. Okay, what's the collective's current energy? Nine of Pentacles. At the nine, we are whole and complete in ourselves. Yeah. See, the grapes, very difficult to grow. So you possess some skills and abilities that have carried you far. Okay. Another person don't complete us. We are complete right here. This is pre-Empress energy where we want to be. Okay. Before we reach our nine. So for the collective to be in that energy, and this being, collective message for how many people, right? That's a very good energy to show up in this position. And the environment, great work. See more grapes, more work coming in, okay? Or you could be providing work for others. Another good card to get in the environment position. Okay, what's in the position that we may not like so much or that may be a great challenge? Whoa, the Tower. Yeah, that's great challenge, all right. See Poseidon, huh? It's Neptune, Poseidon, and also Enki. One of the heaviest cards in the deck, but you know what? A lot of times this can be divinely orchestrated or divine intervention as well, okay? Yeah. He's basically the one that took Persephone and, you know, had his way with her. Okay, what's the potential outcomes, or what could be coming in, or what could be the summary message, Spirit? Hierophant, taurine energy. See him throwing up the sign. This also represents a long-term connection situation, okay? Many of you could have just got into it, or if you're in one, okay, this is great energy to not have, because really the only conflictive cards that we have is to the past. Everything else looks like really good, yeah? So this could indicate taking a relationship to the next level, up to and including marriage. It could indicate a new connection, perhaps with a Taurus. Okay. It could also indicate your beliefs, okay, your traditions, perhaps religion. It also represents the dark and the light. Okay. Maybe you're balancing that. And this falling on top of the Dragon Challenge, you know, maybe it's going to be a challenging thing, but it looks like you're going to be able to bring it in with all the other supporting cards that we have. Now, the Tower moment, okay, like I said, it could be divine intervention bringing this in, okay? And if it's not, it can be that door closer that we mentioned in the initial portion of the intro, okay? That we're just not supposed to go that direction, okay? And a lot of times those are things that we can't do or won't do for ourselves, okay? All right, so that's the Celtic cross. We're going to do the past, the current energy that we share in this current moment, and what could be coming in. Okay, collective, ceremonial magic deck from Mr. and Mrs. Lon and Constance Duquette. Okay, that's the creators. They're like, I don't know, mid 70s perhaps. They've been together their entire life. Great couple, man. Tons of knowledge and information, okay? Just a pleasure to sit and listen to. Recent past energy, Two of Swords. Could have been quite a decision that you had to make, okay? And perhaps after making that decision, it could have restored some peace and order. All right, yeah, brought in a victory. Cycles ending, cycles beginning with the scorpionic energy of the number 13 death card. Okay. You see that stele? It's the stele of revealing with the Aeon judgment card. Judgment and justice, okay? these cycles closing and you getting a victory, okay, you either called judgment or judgment was called. Perhaps in choices others made or the choices that we made. My Nat friend's back. Somebody could just be hanging out and checking out my reading, huh? Maybe. Yeah, Chris, I don't know if it was worth it. But with the success card being here, okay, you may want to reconsider what, or if you're thinking it wasn't, that perhaps it was, okay? Or perhaps you were patient enough to make it happen. In the Thoth Tarot, it's success unfulfilled. But with the success card being here, okay, maybe you're torn on, yeah, there was good, but there was also a lot of bad, Chris. Something like that, okay? Could have been concerning work or others at work, and you walked away from it. Perhaps you received some celebrations, see more grapes. Okay, there could have been some celebrations, but whatever this was, okay, and some type of work situation, perhaps they were just, you know, a lot of places will run off good workers by overloading them. Anything else for the recent past energy, Spirit? Thank you. Emperor. You could be an emperor, empress status, okay? Or in the recent past, you could have been looking for a choice in lovers. I love this card. Number 6, Gemini energy. Tarot. Tarachi. Anything else for the recent past? Tarot. That one. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you could be in pre-empress energy, okay, and that's where the 9's at. All right, 22 could be significant to you. This definitely could be about an ongoing relationship, okay, or perhaps an ongoing work relationship type of situation. It could be a collaboration, or perhaps with with a business partner, somebody you're in business with. Looks like a new opportunity's coming into you, okay? Because it's facing the pip. Let's see if we can find out what that is, okay? You could have many choices. Current energy. What's the message for the current energy, Spirit? Tarot. Tarachi. Current energy, all signs. Thank you. Current energy. King of Pentacles again. That's the second time. Remember, it was at the bottom of the Celtic cross. Hierophant. Current energy. That could be this Taurus that we were talking about, or this relationship, or whatever this is, you know, business partnership, contract, you know, whatever, going to the next level. Yeah, bringing your star wish and dream into fruition. That's what I'm talking about. Perhaps you couldn't be quite like totally satisfied and happy with in the love department. Or this could be talking about the love department and you're kind of discouraged about not being able to bring it in. But keep your head up, okay? Because you want to stay in good energy, vibe, and frequency so that you can see the cup coming in from Spirit. Whether it's a person or whatever it is, Spirit's got something coming in, and it's going to be abundant, okay? And you might have to make a page offer in order to reach it. You could have clarity upon what I'm saying, or Christopher and Spirit is telling you the truth. Second time if you're keeping count. Remember? Anything else for the current energy here, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. You seen I was shuffling it, okay? And I wasn't trying to make that happen. It just kind of happened. Yeah. So you could be up in your head about this not coming in. And I've seen that Five of Pentacles on this thing, but be patient, okay? Be patient. If it's meant to be, it will not pass us by, okay? It won't. You Empress or Emperor. The wheel's going to turn. Just be patient, okay? Yeah, that's that Five of Pentacles. So you're not left out. You're not left behind. Another ace opportunity's coming in. So that's 4 aces already, y'all, if you're keeping count. This happened in, who's reading? I forget, man, because I'm like kind of sleep deprived, but they got 5 aces. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get any more. You could be Cancer, don't have to be, or a water sign, all right? Or perhaps this is what you're seeking and what's going to come in over the next week or two, okay? Is there anything else for the current energy, Spirit? So, Tero. Yeah, still at your 9. Yep, still looking to make that prince or princess offer with the cup or one coming in. So yeah, that's where we're at. Something you don't see is coming in with one of the fastest knights in the deck. Be patient in the current. It's coming in, okay? Great transformation is coming. Pull on the strength of your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? Whatever this is, or whoever this is, could bring you down off the mountain. Judgment again with Belial. What's coming in over the next week or two, Spirit, and we'll let the collective get up out of here. Not that I'm trying to get rid of you. Tero, thank you. 4 cups. It hit the deck in reverse. It's not in reverse. There's Belial again on the bottom of the deck with Judgment, okay? Somebody could be trying to stop this cup coming in from Spirit. Could be a water sign, okay? Somebody might be trying to stop it, okay? But we've seen the Justice and Judgment now twice. So you either call Judgment on it or don't worry, Spirit's pulled up and has your back. Justice and Judgment will be served. Queen of Cups, you. Yeah, somebody could be trying to stop this from coming in, taking you from your 9 to your 10 with Furfur. 10 of Cups. Complete wish fulfillment. Whatever that looks like for you. Tero. Tarachi. Thank you. Star. See? Your star wish or dream is coming in. Aquarian energy. Okay. We also seen the Queen. So it could be an Aquarian. There's another Queen. Could be that Earth sign, because we've seen a lot of Earth as well. Okay. Could be one of those 2 signs that you're going to make a page offer to with your cup. Or it's going to be made to you. But it looks like you or them might have to walk away from something. And we got Halphus here with the 2 of Swords that we had in the initial. Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision to walk away from something. Perhaps, whatever it is, in order to bring it in. That's the message I'm getting off of it. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Cups, and whatever you bring in could be your soulmate or could be fated and destined for you to have. Or you could just be reminiscent and thinking about the past. Or you could be receiving flowers. There's that King of Pentacles again. Or you could be giving flowers to that earth sign. Yeah. Don Talion has shown up all week long. Masculine and feminine energy that we combine, okay? And integrate our light and our shadow and our masculine and feminine and make the longest journey to the heart. Perhaps with a Cancer or one significant to you. Anything else? What's coming in, Spirit? And we'll let them go. Is that it? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles again. This could be an earth sign and a water sign, okay? Particularly a Taurus and a Cancer. Don't have to be. But that's the energy of the cards, man. And the other repeating sign would be Aquarius. Yeah, it's hot, fiery, and passionate, whoever or whatever it is. And if it's not a person, it can be a job or opportunity or whatever. Whatever it's going to be abundant with Zagon. Eight of Pentacles, mastery. Collective. That's the message. Give me back my energy. Yeah. Just kidding, collective. Dang. Returning your energy with love. Limelight in the twilight. Be good to yourself and others. Be safe. I'll see you in November. Bye for now.